Another update. Let's take a look at total3 over here. It is grinding along very nice, and we are using previous resistance as support. So if we go down here on the hourly time frame, you can see how many times we've interacted with this level over here, right here. Okay, so we were using this resistance and we're using it as support over here. Okay, but don't be surprised if we come down to sweep this internal range over here for some manipulation and stop loss hunts before continuing higher. Okay, now going forward, what bulls would want to see is a move above this trendline resistance over here. Okay, now this is a bullish descending broadening wedge. With broadening wedges, you have a 5-wave move. Okay. So this is total3, and then when we zoom out, we do see macro Wyckoff accumulation. So going forward, what bulls would want to see is a move above the 70.2 to 78.6% fib, sitting at 597 to 614 billion for the confirmation that we're going to go ahead for our expansion phase in our phase E to the upside. Okay, because all we were doing over here, let me see here, was just back testing this accumulation range that we had for over 2 years. You see how we used it over here? Resistance, 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 support. Now we're coming back to it in 2024 at the 61.8% fib, measured from our run up or our low in June 2023 up to our local top in March. You see how it came down to the 61.8% fib here, and it also back tested our Wyckoff accumulation range. So wouldn't surprise me we now see a expansion towards the upside. There is always a possibility we come down towards the 70.2% fib and round off here, but my bias is leaning more towards that we round off now, and going forward, bulls would just need to see move back above this green region here at 597 to 614. So this is total3 over here. This is others right over here, and others is doing the same thing. It's everything is back tested its Wyckoff accumulation range, as you can see here. And going forward, they would want to get back, bulls would want to get back above these two levels over here. Okay, on the daily time frame, so we can confirm that breakout to the upside. And this is, let me see over here. Okay, this is the total DeFi. Okay, we have that A, B, C down, and we actually came all the way down to the 1.236% extension. And as you can see, it's doing the same thing as others and total2 or total3. Okay, so you can see that the whole market has just come down to backtest the whole accumulation range that we've been having for over 2 years. Okay, so this is total2 over here. So this is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, right? You had your first capitulation down, right? You have your second capitulation, come up one more time, have your third capitulation, and now we have our fourth one over here. And it's a very likely chance that this is, they've been testing everyone's patience over here. Every time we get these moves back, every time we get the move back down to the lows, and every time we rally towards trendline resistance, the masses get too excited, and then their dopamine drops off a hill every time it comes back down to trendline support. And now that we have this fourth push down over here, also considering that it has back tested this Wyckoff accumulation range, we do have a very good shot and a very likely chance that this next move up will likely be the breakout. Okay, so going forward, Bulls would definitely want to get over this level right over here at 975.6 on the daily time frame. So we can confirm that we're going to go ahead for that expansion towards the upside. Okay, now there is a possibility that we lose the lows and then round off over here, or even on the small time frame, we fail to get above this level right here, this current resistance, and we come down with Bitcoin to, sweep this internal range and then continue on higher. But for now, it is trending up. Okay, the market, all the altcoins are trending up, and the point of this video was to show you that everything is just coming down to backtest its Wyckoff accumulation range, and that we're going to continue on higher. Because you see, Bitcoin has already made a all-time high, but alts haven't really done much, right? They haven't taken out their 2021 high here. So right now we're coming down for a backup phase before we continue higher for your expansion. Okay, let's go back to total 3. Let's go back to total 3 over here. Okay, so this is textbook Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, you have your preliminary supply, one last upswing before you enter into your selling climax. You then have your automatic rallies, secondary test, and then your failed breakout. You come down below your secondary test for your secondary test in phase B. You get shot up to the top of the range over here. You see how we get shot up here? Right over here. And then we come down to mid-range and then chop around. Okay, so this is exactly what we did. We went up to the top here and then came down to mid-range and then chop around before having your expansion to the upside. So you see over here, after this chop was finished, we had our expansion to the upside, lots of euphoria, and then we come down to backtest the accumulation range. And it's a lot of chop, a lot of indecision, a lot of people getting liquidated at the lows, at the highs, right? And you can actually have that backup phase for a very long time. We've actually been within that backup phase for going a little bit over a quarter of a year now. So I think this fourth time here, this fourth drive down here would likely be the one to start that expansion to the upside for our phase E. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.